Hey mall feature fire agents, welcome back to the channel Frenzypool, and in today's video we're going to look into the latest mall feature fight guide for the 6.5 version. Yeah, it's the guide about the latest additions of new characters and some characters that has gone up the ranks because of the uniforms and tier 3s and awakenings. So the latest guide is going to be shown to you guys after the massive Carnage update. I think I did not post the updated guide after the Damnation update also. There were some miss outs during that time, so I'll try my best to include those characters also in this video. So I'll just try to make the video as small as I can. And yeah, on the screen is Carnage. I don't know, I'm so madly in love with this uniform. This uniform is really great. I mean, just look at the work that they have done on this uniform, top to bottom, the detailing and everything. Insanely beautiful and creepy, the best Halloween stuff that you can get. So now going into the video, we'll start off with the guide. Before that, I have to mention about the crystal coupon event. The crystal coupon event is on, so if you guys are in need of crystals, please post your in-game name and your email ID in the comment section below, and I'll be picking up the winners from the list of comments that is below, and the winners will be announced in the video that will be released right before the pre-APK update, so you guys can find out if you got the crystal coupons or not. So that will be going on, so do not forget to mention your in-game ID and email address for the 300 crystal coupons, and they expire on the December 3rd, so before that I will be giving it out. So let's just get into the guide right now. Now this is the guide that I prepared. If you guys are watching this guide video for the first time, the guide is divided into 5 separate sections. Below you can see this is a tier 3 list. So this list has only the tier 3 characters that has been released so far in the game. Okay. Then the next list is the awakening list. This is also only about the awakening characters that has been released in the game so far. And the next one, this is the tier 2 list, the characters that has, yeah, tier 2 is the base one in this. Before we had tier 1, so this is the complete list of the tier 2 characters. I have divided them separately into premium, free to play, rare crystal bios. When we get into this section, I will explain it all one by one. And then the third list comprises of only the leadership characters, support characters, and then other different kind of leaderships like the debuffs, crit rate, crit damage, all those different kinds of leaderships. And then the last list is of course the uniform list. You guys might find it all confusing, but in text I have explained everything accurately. I'll be making a separate video about the uniform list, in preparation for the Black Friday event, so that video will be separate because there's a lot of uniforms that we gotta talk about. Many massive uniforms that come up in the year 2020, so we gotta look into that also. So let's go into the tier 3 list. Now 2 new additions to the tier 3 list, that's after the symbiote update, that is Carnage and Venom. Now there are 3 columns in this: premium and rare bios, free to play, and the native tier 2 characters list. So in the premium list, Carnage has bumped up to the levels of Nemo, because I think there will be potential for Carnage because of that all defense down and a lot of buffs from the uniform and everything. The skills are also really good, and also a really impressive tier 3 skill which can be cancelled also. So I have included the uniform icon and also the heal icon for the Carnage. And then coming to the Venom is also having a massive rework with the latest uniform. It was so awesome to play with the character now. The rotation is also easier, and also damage levels are also really good. I have seen the damage level coming up to Namer for some of the agents. I haven't made a tier 3 of him because I just waited for the Carnage tier 3 to be out, and also we have limitations on the books, on the combat books. I think that also should be removed by now, because the amount of tier 3 characters are a lot. Okay, we're getting 2 tier 3s in a month, so I think that cap has to be removed. If we're having 2 tier 3s, I think they can take it up to 20 books, you know, make the limit to 20, because you need 10. Now we got 2 combat characters this month, that means 20 combat books are required for tier 3. Okay, yeah, just giving some info out there. Now before the symbiote update, the damnation update, we got Ghost Rider. I have placed Ghost Rider way above on the top because he is the best free-to-play tier 3 in the game right now after the uniform. Yes, we don't have any heal, but the damage is insane. There is some survivability in some ways, but he is still really good. You know, he can get massive scores for ABX. He is pretty good. And then coming to the native tier 2 characters, we have Dormammu. Dormammu got his tier 3, so I have added him also to the list now. Yeah, he can come up to the ranks of Odin and Doctor Strange and all, but a little below them, because Doctor Strange is out of the world right now after the uniform release. Yes, after the uniform is out of the world. And Dormammu, he is a really good PvP character also, so he goes up in that list. Now towards the bottom is the ones that you don't need to concentrate right now. Okay, it's for every list in this. As you go down, those characters are not enough in the game right now, because you can keep them for later. Okay, the ones on the top are the best characters that you see. That's same for all the lists in this guide. And now going into the Awakening list. The Awakening list has had a massive change. Okay, we have a lot of characters introduced after the last 2 updates. Moon Knight got the best of the best reworks. The only problem is he needs Morbius as a requirement for getting the Awakening skill. It's a downfall, but he is the best character. I mean, even at tier 2, he's also really good to play with. At tier 2 with the uniform, he is so good. Spider-Gwen, the symbiote update edition. What a uniform. What a uniform that is. One-shot queen also. She is on another level now. And then the premium Awakening characters Morbius and Spider-Woman makes entry into the MFF universe. Both premium characters, but good Awakening characters. They have massive damage. And Spider-Woman is Blast, hence the blue BG for her. And then Elsa Bloodstone and Silk also gets the Awakening skill, but no new uniforms or any rework for them. That's why I have placed them way below over there, because I don't know why they did this. It's unplayable without a new uniform or a rework. What's the use only with an Awakening skill, right? So that's the changes in the Awakening list. For the tier 2 list, okay, the tier 2 list has a lot of stuff. We got Scarlet Spider and Scream, 2 new characters, free to play characters, both impressive characters, I must tell you guys. Scarlet Spider is really good. He also gives the support for the Spider Sense characters. Works really well with Spider-Gwen and all. And then Scream, another symbiote character, good healing, good damage. I don't recommend you guys put a CTP on her. Just use a normal obelisk with a proc, and she is doing really good with that. And in the list, Miles Morales has come up on the level. I don't know where to place him exactly, because sometimes I feel that uniform is not so good, but it's a good rework. He becomes combat and he also gets a heal. Sometimes I don't know, the survivability is really bad. He gets hit really easily, and there's no invincibility much on him, I think. Apart from the 2 iframe skills, the 4 and 5 are complete iframe skills, and you gotta maintain it properly without getting hit, and he can get you a clear. At tier 2. So here is also another addition. So that's the free to play tier 2 list. We don't have any tier 2 premium characters introduced in the last 2 updates, and then nothing in the rare or crystal biometric sections. So pretty much that in the free to play tier 2 section. Scream and Scarlet Spider and Miles Morales coming up the rank. Oh yes, and Blade too. I missed out Blade. Blade also got his uniform in the Damnation update. Yeah, it's pretty decent. pretty decent to play with the new uniform. If you're a fan, it's just for the fans. If you're a fan of Blade, you can get the uniform. And this is the native tier 2 list. Yeah, this is the columns that I've divided it into: premium, free to play, rare, crystal bios. Rare characters are the ones you get from Danger Room, Heroic Quests, and the Shield Lab kind of biometric stuff, and of course the deluxe packs. And towards the end, the one that you cannot see is the toilet tier characters. Do not waste your time on these characters right now until they get a uniform or a rework. I have placed the toilet icon for this section because they are utterly disastrous, because you cannot even get a clear with them in the Shadowlands also. Sometimes it is hard sometimes in the Shadowlands also with these characters, so you can just ignore this column in the end. Now for the leadership, Miles Morales makes way to the top, 70% of all attacks for Carnage. It's only for Carnage, okay? And then Scarlet Spider also provides that support to the Spider allies. So that's about the list, the latest list. We'll just go back into the game and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. The uniform just gives a 30% chance of crit damage increase and 100% critical on attacks. It provides really good upgrade. The tier 2 also has changed. Skill damage by 40%, bonus damage 30. It's all massive. It's all massive. We got some couple of all defense down attacks and accumulation. Accumulation is what I have to talk about. That just improves the level of damage he does. And we have a lot of iframe skills also. Really impressive uniform. So I will be making a separate video for these characters again, because I haven't explored them in my real account much. Carnage, Venom, Miles Morales, Scream, Spider-Gwen too. I think I'll make a combo video of all these characters whenever I have the time, because there is going to be really little time right now because the next update is around the corner. So I'll try my best. Guys. And also, I just mentioned about the coupon event, so do not forget to participate for that. The uniform video will be also coming out really soon, so I hope it helps you guys for the Black Friday uniform sales. Okay, so until I see you guys in the next video, take care, stay home, stay safe, agents.